Well, the Vancouver Canucks, Buffalo headed into overtime. The Canucks for the 6th time. The Buffalo Sabres for the 5th time. Donald Adet has been a hero 3 times in overtime. 3 career overtime goals. And Michael Groshek has been a hero once, and that was recently. His first overtime goal against the Boston Bruins a couple of weeks ago. He has the hat trick here tonight for Buffalo.
I think under most circumstances, partner, you'd say the home team wouldn't be happy with a tie. I think when you consider that Buffalo's been down by 2 goals on several occasions in this game, I don't think you're going to get too many arguments from the Sabres. They'd be pretty happy with a point tonight.
We hear that old cliche, there are good ties and bad ties, and this would be a good tie for Buffalo, and a good tie too for Vancouver. I think under the circumstances, with all the injuries that Tom Renney has to deal with, some of his very best players out of the lineup, this is the 6th game of a road trip. They take a tie, even though they've had the lead so many times tonight.
But we have perhaps 5 minutes of hockey remaining, maybe less. We shall see. Pekka and Ridley. It's tapped back and goes to Shannon. We'll give it to Wilson. Fanned on it, then got it off the boards and out to center ice. That's covering up. Back through the middle again. That's broken up, but only knocked down by Jelena, and Bure is way offside. He had to clear his own. Wilson will have an opportunity to get it out, giving it to Shannon. Shannon to gain his own line, leaves it back there to Wilson. Cross ice to Daw. Daw tipping it in over the line. Here's Pekka trying to cut in on goal. Right in the backhand. The rebound. Oh, and Murray knocked it over top of the net. Daw after it again. Daw trying to rip it free. Around on the boards it comes. Pekka holds it in. Giving it to Burridge. Burridge twisting and turning along the wall. And it's flipped free and sent dribbling back inside Buffalo territory. A great opportunity for the Sabres. Wilson feeding it ahead. Here's Shannon's pass going through center ice. Ward in over the line. Ward dumps it off into the corner to Adet. He took a whack at it. That goes right to Ward again. They can't control the puck, and around on the other side. The Canucks sending it high in the air through center once more. Back over to McKee. McKee slipping it around behind the net. The return pass. Got it up in the wing. Adet can't get it out. Kept in there now by Sellinger. McKee got in front of his check. Tikkanen taken away, and McKee and Tikkanen were still fencing away. It finally goes to center ice. Tikkanen leaving it back there. It'll be gunned right back in again. Hasek holds it in front of the net. Lost control. Tipped it in the other direction. Well, it's tapped off the boards and golfed out to center by Adet. Right back in the other area. Now slipped up along the boards, and that ends up back at center ice. Sabres will make a change. Vancouver coming away again. The pass missed everybody. Went down the ice, and Tikkanen didn't even reach out to try and touch it. That's icing. 3 minutes left on the clock, or less. Or less.
And Derek Plant continues to lead his hockey club in scoring with 11 goals and 7 assists. He will be out there along with Matt Barnaby and Mike Groshek. This has been a big offensive line tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. Groshek with the hat trick. Give Tom Renney credit. He's had Burry out there. Played him the last shift of the regular period. Now he hasn't been off the ice hardly at all here in the overtime.
I think I had a hockey player like him.
I'd get him out there too. You're right.
Shots to you drop.
Well, the Sabres have done a good job against Burry, though, haven't they? He hit 5 shots in the second period. It really has not been a factor tonight.
Tapped around on the board. Shannon trying to keep it in. Gets tripped up. It ends up back at center ice. Clipped up ahead. That's broken up. Taken away by Plant. And then he gave it away. Jelena. I don't know what Martin was thinking. He just fired it down the ice, and he's disgusted with himself. And he was the one who dumped it in. That's another icing.
Yeah, that Jelena I guess thought one of his teammates was up around the blue line, because that was totally unnecessary. How do you like the story though about Martin Jelena? I believe this happened last year when the Prime Minister of Canada was in attendance at the Vancouver Canucks game in Vancouver, and he said he had come, Jean Chrétien had come there to see Martin Jelena, who is from his hometown of Shawinigan, and he was all looking forward to this game, and they wanted to talk to him about politics, and he said, no, I want to see one of my hometown boys, Martin Jelena. And they finally said, Mr. Prime Minister, he's been scratched from the lineup tonight. He was quite disappointed, needless to say.
Back to Ottawa. Sabres trying to keep it in and chop it free. Comes to the blue line and out to center. McKee swinging it over to Shannon, being challenged by Bure. Here's Bure working in front, around behind the net. And Hasek was taken away. Shannon got it around on the boards. That's deflected out through center ice again. Tap back in the other direction. 2 Canucks were inside the Buffalo zone. So they'll have to let McKee clear the zone. Got it to Plant. Plant whipping it across ice. In now. The pass into Barnaby. Couldn't get in on goal. Barnaby going after it in the corner again. Gets slowed down. Whip to the blue line and off Bugner back through center ice. That'll be taken away. Zhitnik cranks it ahead. Burridge couldn't get anywhere. A pass ahead and over the line. Shannon with a long shot. Taken away to Bugner. Bugner behind the net. Gives it to Zhitnik. Zhitnik squeezing it up on the wing now. Will be brought to Vancouver territory by Domo, who was taken off the puck. Gunned around by a coin to the other side. Kepka keeping it in. Back to the point. Zhitnik shot hit a leg. It came in front of the net. Kept in by Buffalo. Right in front of the net again. And getting knocked down. Now it's recovered by Tikkanen. The referee's going to let him play here. Away to center ice. Shoveled back across to Tikkanen again. The long shot. That gets blocked. Came in front. He scored! That one was swept into the net by Sillinger. And the Vancouver Canucks in overtime have won this game 7-6.
What a gallant performance by Vancouver as they get one opportunity here in the overtime, and Sillinger sweeps it by Dominik Hasek, and the Canucks win it by 7-6. The puck, or the shot, was taken. It hit a body in front of the Buffalo net, and Sillinger quickly jumped on the loose puck and beat Dominik Hasek. Watch the shot here by Tikkanen as it goes off the stick of Jay McKee, and Sillinger spins, or I beg your pardon, off the stick of Bugner, and Sillinger sends it between the legs of Dominik Hasek.
Well, as so often happens, one team seems to have all the good scoring opportunities, but the other club goes down the ice and eventually gets the one chance they need, and indeed Mike Sillinger proves it to be true. And the Vancouver Canucks in OT have defeated the Buffalo Sabres 7-6 here at the Marine Midland Arena tonight. Mike Sillinger is the hero on the left coast of Canada at this moment.